So you did this one?
No, I haven't done them. We just skipped over it, so I didn't know.
No, you didn't have to. All right, we can work on this page then. All right. So we have this table, and this table shows the values of f of x and its first and second derivative for the values of x. So we're going to use the table to try and answer the questions. Okay, so we want to know the integral from -3 to 1 of f prime of x dx. I want to finish my banana first. Oh, just one bite. You can wait for one bite, right? Michael couldn't just fast forward through this. Okay. Banana under my thumbnail. Makes my thumbnails look dirty. It's just banana. I promise. Alright. So, it's kind of hard to see. It's hard to see on yours that there's like a little apostrophe right there? That's f prime, that's f double prime. So what we would do is we would take the antiderivative of f prime, which would be f, and we would subtract. So this would equal basically f of 1 minus f of -3. So what's f of 1?
-3.
Minus, what's f of -3? 4. So that's equal to -6. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Why are y'all looking at me like this? No?
I just thought I was going to be really lost, and it's not as bad as what it looks like. So.
No. Alright, so number 2. What's the value of the integral from -1 to 3 of f prime of x plus f double prime of x dx? Alright, so this one's going to look like basically f of x plus, that's f, so that would be f prime of x from -1 to 3. So you're looking at f of 3 plus f prime of 3 minus f of -1 plus f prime of -1. This, and I kind of went over on number 3 space. Sorry, number 3, I invaded your space. What did we say f of 3 was? That's 1 plus f prime of 3 is 3 minus f of -1, which is 0, plus f prime of -1, which is 1. So that's 3. Alright, what about this one? What do you think is going to happen here? It's f double prime, so we're going to go up to f prime. So it's going to be 3 times f prime of x from 1 to 5. So you have 3 times f prime of 5 minus 3 times f prime of 1. So 3 times, what's f prime of 5? 2 minus 3 times f prime of 1, which is 3. No, f prime 1 is 0. Sorry, I was off. So it's 6. Does everyone see how we're getting all these? Y'all are being really quiet. I'm just writing a lot. Is that what's going on? Gotta chill out with that cold. Okay. Number 4. So this one, we've got a 1/2 here, a 2 there. This one is f prime, this one's f double prime. So for the f prime, it's going to be 1/2, but which one are we going to be looking at?
F of x.
Yep. F of x, is it a plus? Plus 2 times, what's this one going to be looking at? F prime of x. And it's going from -3 to 3. Okay. So that's going to be 1/2 of f of 3 plus 2 f prime of 3 minus 1/2 of f of -3 plus 2 of f prime of -3. Alright, I'm going to let y'all do all that math. It's just arithmetic. What'd you get?
8.5.
Alright. 8.5. I would go with 17/2 because usually if you're dealing with something like this, it's a slope or something like, oh my goodness, look at number 5. What is the equation of the tangent line to the graph at f of x at x equals 3? Alright, so what do you need? Point of tangency. So my point of tangency, bless you, point of tangency, f of 3 equals what? And my slope of tangent, f prime of 3 equals what?
3.
Okay. So what's the equation of the line?
Minus 1 equals 3 times x minus 3.
Yay! That is correct. Alright, now let's look at number 6. Use the equation of the tangent line in number 5 to approximate the value of f of 3.1. Is this an over or under approximation of f of 3.1, and give a reason for your answer. Alright, so if I'm using this to find the equation of the tangent line for f of 3.1, what do I need to do? What do I do with that 3.1?
Just plug it into the equation.
For what?
The line tangent to f of x at x equals 3.
So y or x?
X.
Okay, so y equals 3 times 3.1 minus 3 plus 1. I just moved that 1 down to the end so I could get what the y equals. And it's about what? And it is approximation, so it's going to be an equal sign. It needs to be an approximation sign. What does that equal?
1.3.
1.3. All right, so Is this an over approximation or an under approximation? Do you remember?
It uses concavity, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's an over approximation
Mm-hmm. Why?
because it's concave down.
All right. And we know it's concave down how?
Because F double prime is negative.
F double prime at 3 is less than 0. That means f of x is concave down. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Can't make a cursive N. When x equals 3. Okay, so what does that mean? The approximation is what?
Over approximation.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. Perfect. Yay. All right. Homework time. What joy. So you've got what? 2 pages or 3 pages? 2 pages, because we've got properties after this. So I would say work on these together while you're in here. Definitely compare answers. If you get an answer, see if the people around you are getting the answer. On the second page, when you're looking for a value, if it doesn't exist, explain why it doesn't exist.